Hello, everyone. Welcome to Soul Conscious Tarot, and this is Sherry. I hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world. I decided that I'm sitting right now. It's the full moon is out, and I wanted to do a reading to pull on this full moon, and also the 1010 portal, which is going to be on Monday. So this energy encompasses both this full moon and the 1010 portal and what we can expect, in during this time period with all this astrological energy at play. So let's go ahead and pull some cards and see what we have here. We're starting out with the Six of Pentacles, which I feel is sixes are about reciprocity, especially the Six of Pentacles. It's about an equal give and take. And I think that there's been, in the collective at large, there's been a lot of healing of past traumas that has been going on in the near past, probably within the last year or a couple of years. For everyone out there, there has been a lot of healing taking place of childhood wounding, childhood traumas, or just things that have happened in your past that you're realizing, you need to change and you need to move on from. And I think that at large, we are becoming better people because of it. I mean, I think in the larger scope of the collective, I think we are becoming better people because of this, because of this healing that's going on, because people are becoming more aware within themselves of the things that they do and the ways that they act, and are more open and willing to change those aspects about themselves, understanding that it's their place in the world to do this, that nobody is going to change this aspect about themselves, that you can either choose to sit in regret and misery and kind of feeling sorry for yourself and playing the victim, or you can choose, to be a better person. You can choose to have that self-love, to incorporate and embrace all the parts of you, both the light and the dark parts of you, and come to terms and understand who you are, and be okay with being who you are in the world, being accepting who you are and being okay with that, no longer letting, people or yourself get up in your head and cause you a lot of grief and confusion over things, gaining that clarity, gaining a lot of clarity. That's what this portal, 1010 portal, and this full moon are helping us do. Because I plan on pulling another row of cards here. Let's go ahead and scoot these all up a little bit so that they're all going to be in the frame here. So this talks to about our own happiness, our own happiness, and how we walk in the world, and determining, why we aren't happy, and realizing that there might be things about ourselves that is making us, find it challenging to be our authentic selves, especially in today's society and with everything going on. Sometimes it's hard to stand up for yourself and what you believe in because of fear of being judged or criticized, or not being appreciated for who you really are as a person. And I think that a lot of people in the collective at large, this full moon and leading into this portal, it's kind of like an awakening for the general collective at large has been going through kind of an awakening process, where people are starting to become a lot more aware of how they are not true to themselves, that they've betrayed themselves in some way, and that's by letting people, stifle who they are, or not allowing themselves to be the person that they truly are, their true authentic self, because it was easier to hide behind masks. So I see this as a time that we're starting to heal those things, those aspects within ourselves that has not allowed us to be our authentic selves in the world, to feel more balanced within ourselves, to convey our truth, to stand up and be who we are in the world. And I think on the backside of this portal, as we, move closer to the end of the year and into the beginning of next year, I think more and more people are going to stand up for who they are and what they believe in. I think that they're going to defend who they are, and not worry about people that might judge them, that might criticize them, that might want to cause you conflict. Because you're realizing that that nobody has the power to hurt you, unless you let them, and that's what I'm seeing here is someone that, like, I think this is going to resonate with people that are starting to understand, that are starting to become more awakened and in balance and in tune with them, their light and dark sides, because we all have dark sides within ourselves. We all have good and dark sides, and it's when we do the shadow work, and healing, and go through, what some people term the dark night of the soul. If in a lot of the tarot community, when you go through that process, it's a process of doing that shadow work to accept and integrate who you are, the dark and the light sides of you, to be okay and come to terms with those, and be able to walk in the world, and not let anyone make you put on a false mask and a false identity to make someone else like you. We have a habit in this society of doing things to make people like us, or out of fear of someone judging us or criticizing us, and or wanting to impress others, things like that. And I think that more people are coming to terms in this energy that is coming through on this portal, where you're starting to not let people do that to you. You're starting to realize that what other people think doesn't really matter, as long as you're happy within yourself, as long as you are true to yourself and true to who you need to be, and what makes you happy. People are starting to not care so much about what other people think, and how, if somebody decides to, make you feel bad about, or try to make you feel bad about doing something, or being a certain way, or having, a certain status level or whatever. You're starting to come to, I think, more at large, people are starting to say, that's fine, you can have your opinion, but I'm not going to let that affect me. I'm not going to let that change who I am because of what you think or what you feel. I'm okay with myself. And when you become okay with yourself, you start caring less what other people think, or how they criticize you, or how they judge you. And although they may want to start conflict, that's going to kind of fall away from you when you're your true authentic self, because you're just not going to tolerate those kind of behaviors. You're not going to let those things in, because you've set healthy boundaries for yourself, because you know who you really are. You identify with who you are. You know where you're going in life. You know what you want out of life, and you understand that no one has the power to hurt you unless you let them hurt you. And so I think that this full moon and this 1010 portal is really going to be a gateway and a doorway to that healing, and opening up and healing some of that wounding that has, that we have been taught from society, or from our past, our childhood, the things that we have been taught that has led us into feeling like that we need to worry about what other people think. I think that we're going to feel like we can be when that we can give more of ourselves when we are our true authentic selves. So I think I'm going to go ahead, I think, and pull three final cards to see if there's anything else the universe wants to add to this message. But I think this is a very beautiful message. I know it's kind of a short, I don't really do very long videos. It is what it is. The only ones that are long are my all signs because I'm doing all 12 signs, but that's okay. I don't mind that I do short videos because the important thing is getting the message across and the messages that come through, and they're getting out there to help whoever needs to hear them. I know some people don't even prefer to have long-winded things anyway. So let's get these three final cards to see if there's anything the universe wants to add to this before we wrap this up and call it an evening. It's somewhat late here where I'm at. So let's go ahead. It's making me shuffle. You know what? I think the problem is it doesn't want me to use this deck. I think that's the problem. Let me see here. I think... Let's see if we can use this deck. Well, yeah, it's not wanting that deck either. Let's see. Maybe it doesn't want to give me anything. Okay, let's go back to the light seers. Maybe, yeah, it wants light seers. Thanks for bearing with me here. Got to use the deck that it wants to use. Okay. So that's the new beginnings. It's a new start of being the new you, you know, walking in the world as your authentic self, you know, your true authentic self. Yeah, to create the world around you that you want to create, that you want to set, you know, the Queen of Pentacles is somebody that is stable and sits in abundance, you know, that is it. Look at her. She's so at peace. She's at peace with the world around her. And you find that peace when you can be yourself, when you can be true to yourself, and you accept yourself for who you are, when you walk with authenticity in the world. And that's going to attract so many things to you, so many different things. And it's going to attract, with the lovers here, I see that as attracting like-minded people to yourself. You know, when you start walking in the world as your authentic self, then you tend, people that are like-minded or are similar to you will gravitate towards you, and you will meet more and more people that appreciate you and respect you for who you are as a person. You'll start to find that the people that aren't on your frequency, that don't really accept you for who you really are, will start falling away out of your life, and you'll start attracting people into your life that actually, you know, do appreciate all the parts of you, because you appreciate all the parts of you. And that's just beautiful. And I can relate to this and understand it fully, because I am this way, where I have, you know, I've done this work and I've gone through this, where I have accepted all the parts of me, and I don't allow someone to affect me on a level, you know, that if someone doesn't like who I am, you know, then that you know, that's them, and that's okay. It's okay if someone doesn't like who I am. It's okay if someone doesn't like my readings and doesn't like my videos, then it's not for them. And yeah, I attract the people that do appreciate my readings, and I am grateful for all of you that do join me and do watch my videos and support me, because I know that I'm conveying the message that you need to hear, that you want to hear, and that's what I'm here, is to serve you. I'm here to help, hopefully spread the messages that people need to hear that will help them in some way. And that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm here doing this for, is for your benefit, because I have this gift that I want to share with the world. And so that's what I bring these readings to you. And so it's through that. It was once I accepted those parts of me, and I learned to appreciate those parts of me and not stifle them down, not stifle my gifts, that I was able to come out here and feel confident enough to share myself and to share my gifts with you and the world. And so it's that kind of an energy that I think a lot of people are starting to wake up and understand, those types of concepts of gravitating toward being confident and walking in your true authentic self, because you've done the work to heal yourself of those more darker aspects that maybe you have been taught, to where you feel you allow other people to make you feel bad, or you allow other people to criticize and judge you, and maybe don't feel like you're good enough, or don't feel like you're worthy. And it's those kinds of things that people are healing within themselves. They're getting over and understanding they are worthy. They are worthy of love. They are worthy of respect. It's okay to be who you are, and that the people that appreciate that will come and they will find you. You'll attract the like-minded people. You'll attract people that do, when you're not being your authentic self, when you're putting on masks to try and impress other people or to try and please other people, then they don't see who you really are. So you're attracting people based on that persona, that mask that you're wearing out in the world. And that's why you're attracting people, could be attracting people into your life that aren't serving your highest good, that aren't maybe there for the right reasons, because they don't know the true you, because you've not allowed the true you to show through, to shine through, because you haven't accepted those parts of you and be okay, or learn to be okay with someone criticizing you and judging you, and know that that's not going to affect how you feel about yourself. So it's healing those parts of it within yourself where you feel like you're not good enough or not worthy enough, to be accepted and respected by people. And I think all of us at some point we have that kind of wounding within ourselves, where we feel like we have not been, where someone has made us feel like we're not good enough and we're not worthy. I think everybody to some degree has those aspects in themselves. That's happened to them at some point in their life, where someone has made them feel not good enough or not worthy. And it's those types of things that are being healed right now, that are people are starting to really come to terms and say, I am worthy. I do deserve more. I am worthy of people's time and respect, and and really just being okay with who we are. That last message came through a little bit longer than I anticipated, but when things come through, they just come through, and I just go with it. I just roll with it. So I hope that this message resonated with you. I hope you really enjoyed this message. I think it was a beautiful, great message, and I think it's one that a lot of people may need to hear, because like I said, I really feel like a lot of people at some point of their life struggle with not feeling like they're good enough or not worthy enough. And I think there's every one of us has a little bit of that aspect to heal within ourselves, if you haven't done that work already. And I think that this time is really the time that is going to give us the energy and allow us to heal those aspects within ourselves, if we take the time to do it, if we take the time to allow ourselves to heal those aspects in ourselves. I think it's a time of healing things, healing past trauma, healing past wounds, if we allow this energy to work for us and take advantage of it. So that's what I have for you. I appreciate every single person that watched this video and took time to watch it. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for joining me. I wish you the very, very best, and I wish you the best of luck on your journey if this is resonating with you and you are a person that is trying to heal those aspects of not feeling good enough or not feeling worthy within yourself. I know it's not always easy, and know that you will find the support you need if you choose to walk that journey. You'll get there. Just have faith in yourself and believe in yourself. You'll get there. So I wish you all the very, very best. Joy, love, and light.